Well, hello there. Can't believe it's been a month already since I did this live stream with Joe. That was crazy. A lot happened in a month. Welcome. I hope you guys are doing well. Let me know if you are here in the chat. I don't know yet. There's 6 people in the chat right now. I don't know. Today we are going to be editing some time lapses of Monument Valley during my road trip. I'm pretty excited about this. You know me as the cityscape time-lapse photographer. And I don't shoot a lot of landscape, but I'm pretty excited today about doing some landscape editing with you guys. Just let me know in the chat where you guys are from. I don't know if there's a lot of people. Let me check this real quick. I'm gonna give a few seconds for people to show up. We have K0. Hi, good morning. I mean, depending where you are. Yeah, it's morning for me. Welcome, guys. Welcome. So, yeah, I think I'm just gonna jump right into it. I'm gonna editing some time lapses of the beautiful Monument Valley. We have Frank. Hi, Frank from Germany. A lot of German, a lot of time lapses. Yeah, Monument Valley, if you don't know, it's not a national park. It's a tribal park. It's located at the border of Utah and Arizona, and it's, for me, one of the best, like, southwest landscape you can imagine. It's like western type of thing. All right, people are showing up. We have, hey, François from Le Mans, très proche de Angers. Salut Laurent, j'espère que ça va bien pour toi. Senegal, West Africa. Nice. Hello from Minnesota. Woo. A lot of people from all around the world. Welcome. I'm so happy to be here. It's been a while since I've done an editing live stream. I'm pretty excited. People are starting to show up. That's awesome. So, yeah. Just let me know in the chat if you have any question about the road trip. If you have any question at all. I'm just going to be editing. Just chill what time it is for you guys. I'm just having a monster energy right now because I need some energy. I'm still recovering from that road trip. It was pretty exhausting, but like you probably saw on my Instagram, we got some amazing footage. So let's do this. This is the live stream. Let me move this over here. Okay. Alright, so let's go to LRTimelapse because, that's... give me a second, guys. I'm going to switch to the screen. I need to load the time lapses real quick. I guess I can do it now. Okay, so now you should see LRTimelapse 6. LRTimelapse 6, so we have Southwest Road Trip. So see, this is 22 Zion, 23. This is the April, 24 Zion, Bryce, Moab. It's all... in folder with different days. It was not my first time in Utah, Laurent. Non, c'était pas ma première fois, but it was my first time kind of staying that long. I think I just drove by. I think I've never taken the time to visit it. So I'm going to load a sequence. I'm going to go to 27, 28 time lapses right here. And let's see which one is that. Okay, we have a dead to... I think that's the dead to night Astro. I'm not going to start with this one. I think this is just the shadows moving, so I'm going to start by this one. And give me 1 second, guys. Having cats is hard when you have to live stream, eh? What equipment do you use to switch from selfie camera to screen capture so fast? Oh, I use OBS Studio, so you can create some scenes. And then on my side, I just do, camera only. And this is just my webcam for my computer. So I just click here. Hey, I have the scene transition. OBS Studio, it's a free software. It's pretty easy to use. I'm going to go to... Wait, I'm lost. Screen. Yeah, let's go back to the screen. Okay. So here it is. This is a beautiful time lapse of Monument Valley. Have you guys been to Utah before? How many people? 15 people. Nice. Awesome. So let's do it. Let's play it first. There's a few frames to remove. It was kind of challenging. There's no clouds that day. There was clouds during the day, but they were really small and kind of left. But I really like the colors we have here. Oh, a few some birds. I guess we're gonna remove some birds. It was actually from the hotel room. You can see on the left, we can see part of the hotel. We asked if we could change room, but it was pretty packed that day, so we had to work with what we have. We could have, gone outside and shoot it, I guess, but we were kind of lazy. We just wanted to hang out by the hotel from our balcony. So let's do it. Right here I have a few frames test, so I'm just gonna right click and just delete the images. We don't need them. Okay, otherwise it's a good time lapse. It was just during the day. I just wanted to capture the shadows moving. We have a few high clouds on the left, but they show up too late. I'm working on some crazy vlogs. I have so much footage to show you. I started working on all those vlogs, and you'll see that you'll see all the behind the scenes from this shoot and from the entire road trip. So it's gonna be nice. So let's do it. Is Lightroom open yet? Lightroom is open. Look at this. It was a sunrise the next day. Beautiful. It kind of looks like, yeah, like it's not from this planet. Okay, it's not been a while, but it's been a while since I've done an editing. So keyframe wizard 3, I think we can go 4 on that one. We have a little bit of Holy Grail. The curve, Holy Grail curve is perfect. Save it. And since it's LRTimelapse 6, it's creating some visual previews for the keyframes. I don't know, I don't honestly think it's useful, but I don't know, I wanted to have it in LRTimelapse 6, so let's just work with it then. And then let's go drag it to Lightroom to do some color correction. Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna take a while to load. What are those lines? This is like, you mean the yellow line? The yellow line is just the preview luminance right there. No, this is actually my visual luminance, but it's still a 0 since wait, is it the preview luminance? Yeah, I think it is. No, it's the visual. I'm confused. So I think the pink one is the visual luminance. I forgot. It's just the luminance of the image right now. And the yellow one before this was the Holy Grail wizard. So to kind of counterbalance the correction I did on the exposure ramping that I did tonight. Stefano, hello from Italy. Welcome, guys. Spiky line. Oh, it was my exposure. Yeah. It looked like a staircase because I did the exposure ramping. So every time I was making my image brighter, you could see, hold on, can I come back to it? Oh, I think I have to remove the visual preview. So this is my exposure in blue right here, my preview luminance, that's how it's called it. And the yellow line is to counter it, to kind of fix it. So this is what the Holy Grail wizard is. So you can see it's the opposite of my preview luminance. So at the end, you'll have a smooth transition. Okay, let's go back to visual previews. If you want, I have an LRTimelapse course on my website, emerictimelapse.com. There's probably a link in the description below. I'm not 100% sure, but... Alright, so here, full sequence. Now we're going to go keyframes. Alright, let's do this. So you can see the... Like our timelapse just changed because our timelapse applied the preview luminance. The preview luminance. The Holy Grail wizard, sorry. Alright, let's see what we can do on that one. So we have Landscape. I always go to landscape because it looks so much better in like color profile landscape. It's too bad it was a bit hazy, no clouds, but you know, we're gonna do with this. Sometimes I like to check out Lightroom presets. Some of them look pretty good, and then you can adjust them. Oh, which one was that? That one looks kind of cool. Futuristic. I don't know. Sometimes it's not in the right category. But I think today I'm just going to do it, you know, manually. Yeah, that one's kind of cool, actually. I like the contrast. We can use it. Sometimes I just apply preset like this. And then here you can change the opacity. Go a bit more, a bit less. Here I guess 50% is pretty good. And you can still like manually adjust it. For some reason I like sometimes using presets for landscape time lapses. Let me check before. Yeah, we can see here some green because it's probably because of the contrast. Let's go check in the HSL. Yeah, the aqua is definitely, you don't want to go too crazy on this. It's creating some weird artifacts. Here we had like a green line showing up. It's a bit better now. Magenta. Is it the rocks? The rocks and magenta? So you see you can apply a preset and, you know, just go back and forth with different settings. So it's pretty cool. You might see the color a bit different on your side depending on, you know, the screen that you're using. I'm gonna push up this one. It looks already much better. See, it's just with one preset. Let's see if I push the shadows a little bit. I can keep that foreground a bit darker. Like the people are not too, no, it's not bothering me so much, but the black definitely like reduce this. See, the presets are kind of giving you like a starting point, and then you can just play with the settings after this. I'm starting to like a lot of really contrasty and vibrant colors for my work. For some reason, I think I saw the Mavic 3 footage, and it was really a lot of contrast yet vibrant and saturated color, and it looked good. So I was like, I kind of want this for my work now. So I kind of push up the black a little more. I mean, I remove the black to make it them darker and push up the contrast a bit more to get more contrast, and eventually push up the exposure if needed. And then I always like to push up the vibrance. I think actually the preset did it for me right here. I push the vibrance to like 30, 35, and then I remove some saturation to kind of create a more cinematic look. Contrasty, but cinematic, yet vibrant with colors. There's a lot you can do. I might push up. I don't think we're gonna need a filter on that one. I'm gonna check if I have some dust spot. I have a few, yeah, even though I shot at 7.1. Not a lot. I have like, I think those ones at the top are just going to be cropped later, but I can remove those few ones here. Why do you have to go so far? And then baff. Beautiful. All right. Yeah, I think it's pretty good right here. Okay, I like the colors already. See the difference before after? I love it. It's like we have those golden hour colors on this butte. I don't know how they call this rock formation. I can double check if I don't have any dust spots left, but I think it's all good. This looks beautiful. Let's add a bit more clarity. A bit more texture. Oh, dehaze. Yeah, dehaze create kind of contrast. So I don't mind having like 10 or 15 right now, because it's a bit hazy. But see the difference? Wow. The power of raw images. I'm used to it, but every time like, damn, this is amazing. Whoever invented raw is like a king. Alright. I'm gonna create a bit of sharpening. If you hold Option on your keyboard, you can create the mask. You can create a mask like this. Perfect. And then let's see in the shadows. We don't have much grain today in the shadows, so I'm just going to, you know, push the Noise reduction, ISO 100. I usually like to go 1 for 10, so ISO 100, and I go 10 or 10, 12 maximum. I always use Neat Video and After Effects, so you know. We don't need to push it too much here, and obviously remove chromatic aberration. I was shooting at 31 mil, so I think it's a bit tilted here. I can't tell if it's just my camera that is tilted or if it's the lens distortion. It might be kind of both actually. So I can do a little bit of upright, just a little bit. Because 31 mil is kind of wide, not too much. -6 is pretty cool. Crop. Yeah, it's a bit better now. It's hard to do like landscape. Sometimes it's straighten a time-lapse landscape because beside the horizon, you know, the rocks don't have to be straight. Not like a building. Looks pretty good right now. I mean, I think it's a bit green, so I'm gonna go to purple. A bit more purple, a bit more yellowish. Alright, pretty happy with that one. So let's go to the next one. We have Francisco here. Welcome, Francisco. If you guys just join us, let me know where you guys are in the chats. The chat is here so you can share with other photographers, with other passionate people. Ask me a question if you want to ask me a question about editing, time-lapse, about the road trip, about my life. Yeah, if you want. We have one cat right here. Oh, like I'm confused. Right here, it's a cat. It's a cat spot. It's looking outside. And they're doing well. The cats are doing well. Alright, next one. It's not moving much. The shadows moved, right? I think the shadows moved, yeah. Yeah, the shadows moved. It's a bit darker. But see this? I don't think there's much to do on that one. Honestly, maybe push up the exposure a tiny bit. The sky looks good. Yeah, honestly, I kind of like how the image is right now. It's pretty natural. I like creating natural contents, natural colors for my contents. I think the sun is gone by the next image. Yeah, it's gone, but you know, there's no clouds. There's no sun now. The days, I mean, there's still daylight, but there's no sunlight. But it still look good. I think it still look good. I'm gonna enjoy shooting landscapes, you know, which if you know me for the last 10 years shooting time lapses, it was always cityscape. But I got to know a different side of, you know, the landscape time lapse photography, which is this amazing national parks and, you know, tribal park for that one. And I kind of want to shoot more landscape. Go back to Utah. I was a bit disappointed with Grand Canyon because, of course, the Grand Canyon was amazing, but we had like not a single cloud for like 2 days, so we just decided not to go shoot. And we kind of canceled Joshua Tree because it was kind of the same, and we wanted to come back earlier to LA. But I definitely want to try more Utah and kind of like Arizona national parks at some point to capture more, you know, amazing sunset and amazing weather in the next few years. So expect to see more landscape time-lapse photography and travel vlogs. So happy with the vlogs I created so far. You'll see it's probably my best vlogs ever. I have like at least 7 or 8 videos coming soon. Cheers, whatever. If you have coffee, beers, cheers guys. Alright, I mean, I like it like this. Honestly, look at the difference. Let's just move on to the last frame. It's a pretty simple time lapse. After this, I'm gonna do like the Day to Night Astro. This one's gonna be a bit more challenging, more contrast, more definitely bigger exposure ramping to end up with the Milky Way. I kind of like, for the first time, let my 2 batteries just go like dead. I shoot all the way to the batteries completely like 0%. So I shot for like 6 hours And I was sleeping when the camera stopped, so couldn't change it, but I still have a pretty good time lapse for the day tonight, Astro. I'm gonna remove a bit of dehaze on this one. And this is facing like east, and you can see like south as well, like the entire east to south you can see. So it's like perfect for sunrise and perfect for like Astro, moonrise, and all of this. This is like one of the best hotel view I've ever had. Alright, save it. So see now is our time lapse 6. I don't even have to click on reload because it's doing it for me. And since I already have the visual previews, it's already doing it for me as well. So I only have to wait. It's already done. Click on auto transition. And oh, what is that? What is this? Oh, there it is. It's probably just a weird layout. Okay, that's better. It was weird for a second. Alright, no one in the chat. The chat is a little bit pretty slow today. What are you guys doing? Nothing to say, I guess. Just enjoying the live. I guess we'll just wait then. Let's just wait together. 11 people. If you just join us, just let me know where you guys from. No questions? I guess, yeah, it's a bit less people than when I review time lapses. But whatever, I like doing this live. Having a good time. Should be pretty quick though. Should take like 2 minutes. Let me check on Instagram. Nice. Yeah. Have you guys been shooting anything good lately? Whatever you are in the world. Yeah, in Los Angeles, it's kind of hard. This is called the View Hotel, Levy, the View. There's only one hotel by the park. There's another one, but like, I don't know, 5 miles away. But this is the only hotel. It's called The View. Because there's a view. Just check The View Monument Valley and then you'll find it. What profile do you use in Lightroom? I usually go the landscape profile. Let's go back to Lightroom. Yeah, Laurent, I use the landscape profile. Today you can see I use a preset, one of those Lightroom preset because I kind of like the look of it. So you can see I use the modern number 2, which I think it was that one, futuristic 5. So I'm not sure what it's called this. It's called modern 2. Hey, no. Cats always want to do something when I'm working, obviously. Yeah, but usually most of the time I just use the landscape one, which kind of make the colors kind of pop, a bit more contrasty already. It's easier to edit. I'll do it the next one. Okay. If I wish I could say to watch it live, I have to go soon. Yeah, no problem, Nats. Thanks for joining. 21 people. Damn. Thanks for joining us, guys. Let me know all the new people. Where are you from? Happy to be here. We are editing a Monument Valley time lapse right now. It's doing the visual previews on LRTimelapse 6. The brand new LRTimelapse 6. What do you guys think? What? That's not English. What do you guys think of LRTimelapse 6? I kind of have mixed feeling about it. I really don't think this is useful for me, at least for my work. Maybe some people will find it useful. The audio-visual previews, just when you save the first time, to me is not needed either. Like, it's literally just one click when you come back. But not having to reload and click on auto transition is kind of nice. I don't know, I feel like there's some features that are kind of useless in my opinion. At least for my own work. Maybe some people think it's good, but let me know in the chat what you guys think about LRTimelapse 6. Pretty interested to actually know. How did we go from 10 people to 33? What is this? Thanks for everyone joining right now. Cheers. Just got back from the road trip, so we are editing time lapses. Hi, Jose from Canary Islands. How's this? How's it over there? It's probably warm right now, no? La, 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 la. I'm gonna sing then. Okay, we're done. Let's play it. Ah, we have a few birds, that's for sure. It's not the most exciting time lapse, but I mean it's kind of cool though. It's the desert, so I kind of like there's like the cars. There's a few people there, and just the shadows moving. You know, it's kind of cool time lapse. Yeah, I guess that's the best part for like Timelapse 6, the optimization for this. And even though I'm still with Intel, it's pretty quick. I think that's the good part of our Timelapse 6, but some of the other features here, it's not needed. Not in my opinion. So I'm just going to do a quick Deflicker. I'm going to select the sky. I guess I could have just gone with the entire image, but I'm just going to make it, you know, more professional. It's pretty quick right now. See how quick it is? Like, it was not quick like this in our Timelapse 5. And I'm not with the M1. And we're going to do a quick visual Deflicker, maybe just 5. We can do 1 pass. Oh, up right here. Okay, just 1 pass. It's going to be quick. Oh. 41 people. Then what is happening? Thank you so much, everyone joining. Amazing. Best part, yeah. Never used it at Timelapse 5. Just got into with 6. Yeah. I haven't had problems with the 6. I think it maybe a couple of glitches once in a while. Oh, sorry, no, it's still doing. But you know, like any software, it still doesn't crash as often as Adobe. Adobe Premiere Pro, After Effects. It doesn't crash too much, I guess. I think I'm just working with big videos, big sequences, so hopefully my computer is gonna last. I've had it for like a year. It's still a pretty decent computer. I can show you if you guys want. Where is this? About this Mac. Yeah, you can see 16 gigs of RAM, Radeon Pro Vega, Intel iCore 7. Yeah, it's a decent computer. It does the job. But when I see what you can do with the M1, it's definitely something I want to update when I have some money. But, you know, I will kind of keep my money more for traveling. I'm more into traveling lately. My computer works fine. So I'll just spend the money to go around, travel. Okay, we're done with this one. Let's see what's next. Oh, the stars. What is it, the morning? This is the sunrise. Sunset. I think we have another sunrise. Let's do that one. Sorry. The sunrise was tough because, you know, aiming at the sun. And, you know, when you shoot a time lapse towards the sun, it's kind of tough. Wait, is that the one I wanted to do? Hold on, where's the other one? Let's see that one. You want to save? We can save, yeah. Branislav, yeah, it was from the balcony, yeah. There's an hotel called The View. Oh, yeah. So that's just the sunrise. Where's the one? There's one where you can see like all the stars. Oh, wait. Ah. Yeah, I guess this one. Alright, let's go back to that one. Sometimes LRTimelapse is doing some weird stuff with the interval. So yeah, I kind of have to reload a sequence. It's just, it's fine. Let's load the sequence. Have you guys been to Utah? Arizona? I don't know where you guys are. Oh, yeah, Germany, France. Alright, let's load that one. This is the sunrise. This is like, it was amazing that morning because we can see it a little bit here. We had Venus, Jupiter, and the moon, the crescent moon, like rising right here, right behind it. And we have Mars as well. Mars, it was at the top. So we have like 3 planets and the moon in the shot. It was such a beautiful morning. We were tired as F, but wow, it was amazing. Oh, that's just the sunrise. So I'm missing this one time lapse. I'm not sure where it is. This is the dead tonight. Hopefully I did copy it. It might be that one. Good, we see the sunrise. Okay, so let's do it. I'm gonna remove those image tests. Delete images. Yes. And let's play it real quick. We'll see the exposure ramping. But look at those clouds. Beautiful. Foreground is extremely dark though. But I think that's fine. We'll just play with the silhouettes. At least the sky was properly exposed. Beautiful though. Honestly, I kind of like it. I think I went even darker at some point. Brighter, I guess. Because it was too dark. Alright. I think that one we can take maybe like 6. Wow, that's a weird curve. Oh my god. I think, okay, something like this should be pretty good. I don't want it to be too dark at the beginning because it's already pretty dark, so let's do it like this. Alright. Doing those visual previews. Yes, you can turn it off, but it's fine. We'll keep them. Let's import the images into, you know it by now, Lightroom. What has been, oh my goodness, sorry. It's been 33 minutes already? Wow. Here it is, I'm back. It's just for a couple of minutes while the images are loading into Lightroom. And yeah, I think I just wanted to say that I think it's the first time I really enjoy shooting landscape time lapses. I think I already said it, but I want to say it again. And I will definitely shoot more of those in the next few years. I've been thinking about leaving Los Angeles for a while. Yes, I left already, and then I came back, but then I want to leave again. So maybe I can go live somewhere nearby, around the parks, just a few hours drive. There's a couple of cities in my mind, so we'll see what happened by the end of the year. Because if I can be only a few hours from all those parks, compared to LA is like 10 hours at least from Monument Valley. It's like 7 hours from Zion. It's like 10 hours from Moab. So I'll see. There's a few cities out there in Denver, maybe Salt Lake City, I guess, are optional. So we'll see what happened by the end of the year if I decide to leave LA for another city in the southwest somewhere. I don't know if Denver is the southwest. It's the middle. Denver is the middle. But we'll see. I want to shoot more, landscape and go in the wild. I kind of miss nature after 10 years in the city. I am tired of downtown LA and the 110 freeway. I am sick of it. I want like desert and trees and river like Zion. Alright. Let's go back to editing. It was just a quick word for you guys. Develop. I've had so many likes and you guys share so much love on my time lapses I shared from this road trip. So like haven't seen it in a long time. So I am pretty psyched about spending more time in the wild to capture more landscape time lapses. It's actually not that bad. It's not that dark. We see the foreground. Oh, sorry. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. I hope you don't hear me burp too much. Wow. Just the raw image is gorgeous. Honestly, look, this is why you have to keep exposed for the sky. Look, the sky is perfect. So yeah, this is a bit dark, But again, you have more information in your shadows, because if I expose for my for the desert, for the foreground, the sky would be completely overexposed, and you would miss all those beautiful colors right here. So let's edit it. I don't think I'm going to use a preset on that one. Oh, wow. What? It's a bit much, but it does look good. Let's do it manually on that one. Okay. Let's go back to landscape. Highly recommend landscape. It's really good. See the difference? It's already more vibrant. Let's see if I push the shadows, if we get some grain or not. A little bit, yeah, but it's not that bad. I'm gonna go halfway. There it is. And then I'm gonna go to black as well. Create more contrast. Contrast and saturation is the way to go for me right now. You know, my taste in color correction changed over the years, and my skills, and depending on what I'm after. I have a couple of dust spots. Oh, more than a couple. Oh, look at this. This is the moon right here. I'm going to remove that one. This one. I guess I haven't cleaned my sensor in a while. I clean my lens a lot, but not my sensor. I do clean my sensor once in a while. But I guess since like in the desert too, it's like when you switch lenses, it's a very dusty area, so kind of tough. Oh, wow. It is gorgeous. I hope you guys, I don't know how you guys see it on your side, obviously, but it is beautiful. Man, this is my mom's favorite park. It's not a national park. I keep saying it, but let's push the white a little bit. Look at those colors. It's probably the best sunrise we had all week. Clarity a little bit. It looks so epic. I love it. Those colors are amazing. Get the difference. Raw and edited. If you're still shooting JPEG, I don't know what you're doing with your life. Oh man, this is beautiful. Honestly, it turns out way better than expected. Like, I was like so tired. We have a bit of how do you call this? I forgot. Profile correction. No, the profile correction. The chromatic aberration right here. But if I do this, up, it is gone. Magic of Lightroom. Let's see if we don't do some HSL here. The blue looks fine. Oops, I lost it. Hue, saturation, and luminance. Honestly, maybe we can push up the orange a little bit. Ah, look at those clouds. Yes. Did I do that? Wait. Oh, I didn't even do the vibrance right yet. Maybe that's why. Let's do a bit of vibrance. And then I always remove a bit of saturation. Okay, for the overall image. And here, I guess, do we have some red? We do have a bit of red. Definitely a lot of orange. And the blue for the sky. This is aqua, I guess, right here. Yeah, a bit of aqua. I think it looks good. Let's see. Wow. Let's see if we don't have too much grain right here. We have a bit of grain, obviously. It was extremely dark. Let's go back. Maybe I can remove a bit of shadows again. Okay, but I think I'm fine with it. A bit of grain is not a big deal, and I use Neat Video on After Effects. So. Hey, that looks kind of nice. It's maybe I can't tell if it's too purple. Remove a bit of purple. There's a bit of green in the sky. Okay, I'm gonna remove it. I don't like green on my time lapses unless it's a tree, but I don't like green in the sky. Well, I just realized I was editing the second frame. It's alright, so you can go back to the first and do the same. Sync keyframe. And then just adjust the first frame, which is almost the same. A bit of white balance to change. It's a bit blue now, so let's go back to more yellow. It's a bit too purple as well. Let's see, the grain is not too bad. I guess I could do a mask on that one. It's fine. I rarely do mask actually. I could just do a mask here, but it's alright. Neat video is pretty powerful. So yeah. Maybe let's go back to 8 on that one. There are halos. What's halos? What do you call halos? The rocks? Oh, the grain? I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, there's definitely more grain now. Halos, whatever you call it. I don't know if it's what you're talking about. Yeah, on that one it's pretty bad. I guess let's go back to more shadows. Okay. And then maybe more. We don't need as much exposure. I kind of like this look better anyway. It's gonna hide this. Maybe we can remove a bit of color correction right there to make it a bit better. Let's see. Yeah. That looks kind of cool though. I kind of like the silhouette look. So I might go back to that frame, see it, like don't hesitate to come back. You still stay one night. Yeah, we stay one night. It's a bit pricey. It was with taxes and all, it was $300. Oh, the glow around edges. Are you talking about the chromatic aberration? No? Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with a more silhouette look, so let's just go back. It's gonna be better for the grain, for the look of the image. You won't be too distracted, you'll see more of the sky. Okay. Look at the sky. Now I feel like it's a bit too orange, so let's go back to HSL. Reduce the saturation right here. And I think the white balance needs to be a lot of it. Yeah, it was pretty dark before. But now it's a bit too contrasty, so let's go remove a little bit of blacks. Okay, it's not bad. Maybe push up the exposure a bit more. Yeah, what was my ISO? 100? I think we can do, wait, did that just... Hold on a minute. I think I always forget to do this step for some reason. I didn't do the sharpening either. God damn it. Alright. 40, 27. That's maybe why. Let's go back to 20. I'll just go manually. It's going to be pretty quick. For some reason, I always forget this step. Maybe that's why the grain was more than usual. Because I didn't do the noise reduction. What was it, 27? I don't think it's going to be visible. Alright, let's go to picture number 4. Looks pretty good right now. What do you guys think? Honestly, I love it. Now we're number 4. Beautiful sky. I love this little sky, the sun ball. It's a bit too saturated for me now. So I'm gonna remove the saturation here. Let's see how the original looked like. Yeah, it's pretty much the same. It's a bit too orange as well, so let's see if we can change. Well, maybe not, but yeah, that looks nicer here. Let's see if I push up the whites a little bit. Okay. Wow, beautiful colors. That sun was amazing. I love the different layers, and I don't mind the lens flares. I think it adds up to the sunrise vibes a little bit. It's too green now. Maybe too saturated now, too vibrant. Let's see. Yeah, that looks a bit better. Let's go back here. I'm gonna do -15 as well. It's a tricky time lapse. Tricky time lapse, but pretty good. How money to use? I'm not sure what you mean. What's the question? I'm using my iMac right now. Beautiful. Wow. Just editing this just remind me so many memories. Like, I love this place. I just want to go back. Time-lapse travels. If you're watching this, let's just go back very soon. I forgot if I answered your question, Laurent. You stay here just one night. Yeah, it was just one night because with taxes it was $300 per night. So it's a bit pricey, but come on, that view is sick, and they like photographers. They're like, hey, bring your tripod to shoot from the hotel. It's a beautiful place. It's a bit tricky with the white balance right now. Oh, there it is. Maybe if I do a bit more exposure. I don't want to bring this grain too much. It's actually pretty good right now. Wow. I just, there's something about those different layers. You know, it's just so epic. I don't know if you guys think the same, but there's some sort of emotions you can get with cityscape when you shoot this kind of landscapes. And I'm so happy we got to do it. This one is tricky. It's hard because I love how it looks around the sun, but then the blue, I guess I can go to HSL. The blue looks a bit dark, so maybe I can go to luminance in blue and just push it up. I guess there it is. It's a bit better this way, in my opinion. Let's see if I change the saturation. It's just, I think the rest of it is aqua. Is it aqua? Is it green? It's no green. I guess it's closer to whites. But that looks good. Let's go to the last frame. Yeah, the sun is getting brighter. I forgot. Did that change? I don't think I changed my settings while the sun was there. Don't change your settings if you have the sun in the shot. How many hours of sleep? Not a lot. Vraiment pas beaucoup. Because we shot probably all the way to maybe 11 or 12 and we woke up at 4 a.m. So yeah. And then the next day we had to drive to the Grand Canyon, shoot the sunset. It was a pretty intense trip. That's why the last 2 days between the fatigue and the fact that there was a lot of wind, no clouds, we just decided not to go shoot like for a day and a half pretty much. We just were crazy tired, but still pretty happy with the footage we got. So yeah, I'm still recovering like a week later. Alright, let's go to LRTimelapse 6. Bah oui, avec cette vue, c'est sûr que ouais, puis quand tu payes $300, t'as pas, faut vraiment que tu, I don't know what's doing this. il faut tourner le plus possible en fait, parce que tu vas pas y revenir d'ici, je sais plus quoi ce que j'allais dire, d'ici tôt quoi. C'est français ou pas? Je perds mes mots. Sorry, let's go back to English. I'm doing better at switching to English and French. I just lose my French sometimes. Oui, je lose my French. Hopefully I can go back to France soon and do like a meetup in Paris. Ce serait bien que je rentre à Paris bientôt, en France, pour faire un petit meetup sur Paris, ça pourrait être cool. La, 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 la. Here it is, I'm back while it is doing the visual previews. Thanks all for being here. How many people? 16? YouTube is a mystery. Going to 40 to 16. I guess I can just go back to the screen. Here it is. Beautiful. Beautiful. Ah. T'as ajouté des trucs, toi, Laurent, ces derniers temps? It's pretty quick right now, actually. Yeah, optimization is a great tool in our Timelapse 6, which is worth your grip for me, at least for this. Like, if you don't do a lot of time lapses, I guess our Timelapse 6 is not going to be very interesting for you, but if you are having like hundreds of sequences, definitely. La lune avec bateau à faire, ouais. Ouais, puis il fait sûrement pas beau à Paris en ce moment. Ah, on est en mai quand même, ça devrait arriver les beaux jours, non? I have no clue. We're talking about weather in Paris. Oh, you have kids now. Tu as des enfants maintenant, je savais pas. T'en avais pas quand on s'est rencontrés. C'était en 2017, cela dit. Ah, le temps passe trop vite. Yeah, let me check. Hold on. I can show you real quickly. If I go to pawn 5, where's pawn 5? Pawn 5 is right here. So, you know, with Brian, we have a new company called the Timelapse Company. And I lost you guys. Okay. Let me remove this real quickly. Okay, there you are. So this is like a few time lapses we already created. They're already online on Pawn 5. We have created a exclusive account for the Timelapse company, so you can see the exclusive right here. It means we're gonna make 60% of all the money when we sell them, and we already have like 20 clips. And the thing that is good with this is like, yeah, we make 60%, we mix our skills, we shoot different time lapses, and I think it's amazing. Pawn 5. See, we don't have 6 videos. We definitely have more than this. Look at all this. It looks so good. And it's already ready to sell on Pawn 5. And if you guys want to know more about this, check out our webinars. It's actually this Sunday. Go on timelapsecompany.us/webinars and click on that one. It's going to be 2+ hours. And we're going to talk about all those marketplace, tags, title, what are the best websites to sell, what you should be focusing on, what you can do to sell more faster. Because yes, this entire road trip was an investment at the time. We wanted to create content like this, and we're going to end up selling it on our website, Timelapse Company, on Pawn 5, where we are exclusive. And I will say 3 to 6 months from now, all this content is going to pay back the entire trip. We got lucky because we kind of worked with Best Western, so most of the rooms we didn't pay, but we still had the rental car, the gas, the food, and everything. So at the end, we maybe spend like $1,000 for 2 people, which is not that much, maybe a bit more. But you know, all those time lapses, Brian is actually creating them in 8K. So if you click on it, 8K, we sell them $300. So half of this is 150. So we might make $170 per sale. So see how fast it can go since we make 60%. And then I only create 4K clips, but we'll sell them 149. So half of this will be 150, $75. So maybe like $80, $90 per sale as well if we sell in 4K. And then when we see that we sell them in 4K or in HD, we'll just raise the price. There's a technique that you can do to actually maximize sales. And yeah, just check our webinars. It's a Sunday. There's only a few spots left. And then you're going to learn a lot of stuff regarding marketplace stock footage. I honestly, I think it's a good investment for you. All right, let's go back to time lapses. Let's play it. We don't need the curves. Let's see. Hopefully no big flicker or whatever. Honestly, I love it. I might try to remove those people on the left if I use like maybe like some like blending mods. Wow. Honestly, it's perfect. Perfect. For some reason, I use 2.5 second interval. I don't know why. What time on Sunday? Sunday, it's at, I forgot, I think 9 a.m. Pacific time, right? 12 p.m. Eastern time, 9 p.m. here, so plus 9, it's 6 p.m. in Paris. But if you sign up to the webinar, you will have access after this. You'll have access forever, unlimited time. We'll record the webinar so you can watch it again and again. It's not just a one-time thing. Let's go back to our Timelapse 6. So if you can't make it on Sunday, you can still purchase the tickets because it's limited. We're going to be limiting the number of seats, so you can still purchase a ticket and watch it later. Honestly, I love it. There's a bit of flickering in the sky, I think. Wow. All right, I'm going to do a bit of visual deflicker. I think 5. We can do 2 passes and apply. I wonder what's better, to do 2 passes at 5 or 1 at 10. I don't know. I don't know if it's the same thing. All right, guys, the next time lapse, we're going to do the day to night Astro. It's going to be a tough one. Day to night Astro time lapse. It's going to be sick. Pretty quick, huh? Oh, nice. Wait, did you already buy the tickets? I forgot. I think we have 7 people who signed up already. Awesome. Well, thank you if you did already, man. Helping the company move forward. We have so much things gonna like ready with this company, guys. You can't imagine. It's gonna take time-lapse photography, workshops, time-lapse production and licensing to the next level. And we've already talked about a few things already, but time-lapse company is really gonna next level. I'm excited. Okay, we're done with this time-lapse. Let's go to the one and only Dead Tonight Astro time-lapse in Monument Valley. This one is gonna be amazing. Might take a bit longer to load, but it's worth it. $20 people are here. If you guys just join us, thanks for being here. If you guys have been here since the beginning, it's been 1 hour already. Wow. Time flies. Look how fast it is. I mean, I already loaded all the EXIF data, but wow. It was not even that fast before. Okay, let's play it. We obviously might see some exposure ramping. Obviously, going from dead to completely Astro settings is a big exposure ramping. Wow, there's some work here to do. There is a lot of work to do. And then you can see the stars. And then when you're done, I think we just... The Milky Way only like rose around midnight, so for a long time it was just the stars. But it looks good. Here is the Milky Way. And then my battery died. Poof. But I mean, like, we started at a bit before 7 p.m. all the way to almost 1 in the morning. So what is it? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. Yeah, it's a bit less than 6 hours shooting. So it's pretty good for two batteries. I guess I could have used a dummy battery and shoot for longer. But I just didn't take it that time. Okay. This one's going to be tricky, but let's do it. Let's go on a keyframe. Yes, we need to create new keyframes. 19. That might be a bit much. Let's go to 15. Holy Grail Wizard. Oh, what? Yeah, that's a tricky one here. Sometimes you can do stretch. I feel like, I don't know, I've had problems with stretch before. So I'll just do rotate. Okay, hold on. I don't want it to be too dark at night, so that's a tricky one here. Maybe something here might be better. It's gonna be dark at the beginning, but I guess... Oh, wow, okay. Let's try this. If it doesn't work, I might not go through the editing completely live because I might have more work to do, but let's see what we can do with this one. Let's switch to Lightroom. It's a tricky one, Day to Night Astro. But I did one that looks really good from Arches National Park. I was pretty happy with it. Where is it? I think it's on Lightroom. Yeah, but that's the one I showed you before. That was more of a dusk to Astro. There's no Milky Way too. It's just, a little bit on the left. But it was one of the darkest sky I've ever witnessed. Like, it was insane. We were just alone, and it was kind of creepy because there was a campground like nearby, and we could hear like kids playing, and it was kind of creepy because like most of it was completely silent. Like, there's no sound, no wind, no cars, only kids, a couple of kids like laughing in the back, and it definitely felt like a scary movie. Like, it was kind of creepy for a little bit. And you can see there's not a lot of like trees. It was just like small bushes. It was very creepy, but honestly, we had a good time, and just experiencing a night sky like this, oh man, I can't wait to go back. Can't wait to go back. Honestly, I fell in love with Utah during this trip. Okay, where are we doing? Oh, Lightroom. Oh man, I feel like this one is going to be tricky, but let's see what we can do. $15 keyframes. The first one is going to be easy. Hopefully see this is why it's darker. It's because of the Holy Grail Wizard already compensating for the lights, because my Holy Grail Wizard was really low here, and then it goes up and then down here. But I didn't want the night sky to be too dark, so that's why I decided to go more towards the middle for the right part of the Holy Grail Wizard. But it's fine. It's a bit dark now, but now what you can do is just go back and do the exposure, like just adjust the exposure like this. Kind of balance each other in a way. And you're not adding grade or anything. Brian, no, he has an icon. I forgot the model he has. He can shoot 8K. It's one of the latest model. It's pretty cool camera, but he's an icon. Nikon type of guy. Okay, Day to Night Astro. This one is going to be tough. Let's do it. Day to Night Astro. I'm not hiding that this one might fail. I don't want it to fail because it looks good, but you know, once in a while I do have time lapses I can really share, I can really sell, so I just, I kind of forget about it. But we'll make it work. I'm gonna have work to do for that one, but the only problem I have with this is if I do some, I don't think this, yeah, I was shooting at 4.5, so we don't have any dust spots. Perfect. I might push a bit more the exposure. Okay. Black. Oh, forgot. Landscape. There it is. Now we got those red colors on the rocks. Perfect. Texture. A bit of texture. A bit of clarity. Clarity is going to be good when the star shows up. We might do a mask on this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a mask ready now. So I'm going to get one of those LRTimelapse one here. So I'm going to get one right there. Okay. And I might get for the milky, we'll see if we need a, how do you call this? I keep forgetting. A radial gradients. We'll see if we need one of those. But I'm going to get this mask ready right now. I think for the stars later. We might want to... Okay. Alright, we definitely have to upright to do. We're shooting 16 millimeters. And I was doing that wide because you need to remember the rule of 500 when you do Astro. You take 500 that you divide by your focal, which is 16 here, and it gives you the maximum shutter speed you can use before seeing star trail. So if you want a clear dot, you have to use less than what the result is. So 500 divided by 16 is 31.25 seconds before I can see star trail on the time lapse. So this is why the more you zoom in, the less time you have before you see star trail. So if you do 500 divided by 100 millimeter, you have only 5 seconds. So it definitely doesn't let you a lot of time to capture Astro. That's why Astro time lapses are better shot with wide angle lenses. Okay, let's push up the vibrance, reduce the saturation a bit, usual. Okay, that looks pretty good. See the difference? Yes, definitely have some uprights to do. I think I'm going to remove some saturation in the blue. Yeah, it's a bit much here. Like depending on your white balance, sometimes the blue looks a bit too blue, too saturated, so you can adjust it in the HSL. Sharpening, masking, noise reduction. You can do a little 10, 12. Okay, and then obviously this and this. And definitely some uprights, because you can see the rock here is a bit tilted. I'm gonna first do this. Maybe. So to check if your image is straight, of course you can use the horizon. But if you want to make sure it's not the lens distortion, just check the middle of your time lapse, because that's the area that needs to be straight, and the lens distortion on the side. So this is definitely lens distortion here, because you can see those two rocks are pretty straight here. So I definitely need to do some uprights. Maybe 20. Let's see how that looks. Looks a bit better already. I don't want to do too much because it's like cropping a lot. Alright, that's definitely better. Yeah. Definitely better, and then the lens profile correction definitely help, making the image even a bit brighter than it was. So that's perfect. See how much time it takes to do like a time lapse like this. But I love it. Okay. Colors are good. I think we can go to the next frame. Not much changing here. The sun is going down. Let me know if you have any question regarding Day to Night Astro time lapses. We'll be happy to answer here. A bit of, if you don't have anything to change on the next keyframe, just don't change it. Like, you don't have, oh wow, you don't have to change if you don't have anything to change. If it looks good, it looks good. Not much grain here because I was probably low ISO. All right, next keyframe. The first keyframe is always the longest, but once you have your settings, it's just a matter of, you know, playing with the sliders. And see, now it's getting a bit brighter because my Holy Grail wizard here was going up a little bit already. So with third keyframe, so yeah, we're already up a little bit, and it might be even too bright at some point. But it's fine, we'll just adjust it as it happens. That's how it is. See, just reduce the exposure. I just hope it's not gonna make some glitches or whatever. We'll see how it looks like. And we'll figure it out. If there's a problem, we'll just fix it. There's always a way. When there's a will, there's a way. That's what we say, right? Dehaze, clarity, texture. I kind of like those purple tones we have right here. With landscape, it's kind of hard sometimes to see if the horizon is straight because I feel like this rock right here is not straight. It's not the horizon. And sometimes even the entire landscape is not exactly straight. But your camera yet is. So it's kind of very hard sometimes to straighten landscape time lapse. Alright, so see now it's getting brighter, so we're going to adjust the exposure slowly. Okay, maybe a bit more yellowish. I'm going to start playing with the whites as well, because the whites, when the star's going to show up, it's going to be amazing. ISO 100. Okay. It's a bit too green now. Alright. Playing with the purple really helps make those rocks redder than it already is. Let's see how that looks before after. Yeah, shoot underexposed, people. Shoot underexposed. I'm gonna go back to my noise reduction, maybe push it a bit more since we are pushing the shadows a bit more now, so maybe double it at 20 should be pretty good. Yeah, that looks pretty good. When the stars is going to show up, it's going to be interesting. Day to Night Astro are really hard because it's there's a lot of time between the keyframes. So the white balance, the exposure, like it's at least, I don't know, 20 minutes, maybe 15-20 minutes between each keyframe. So the entire image, the entire scenery is completely different, so it's really hard. That you need to figure out. You don't want to do too much correction between each keyframe. You want to go easy on it. Let's see, contrast. Let's see how that looks. Honestly, it looks good right now. We can see like the gradient we have. I think I'm going to go back to my layer, the mask, and then maybe just make the sky a bit darker. Maybe we can start playing with the white too. And the clarity too during the Astro is good. So let's just kind of start those settings just slightly, not much. So when the stars show up, we already have it a little bit. We're not starting from scratch. Yellowish, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to something bluer. Remember, I used the saturation for the blue. Maybe a bit too much now. So yeah, if you use your white balance and you see the sky is too blue, don't forget you can use, you know, the HSL sliders that really work really well to kind of color balance your image a bit more. Okay, pretty good right here. Let's go to the next frame. number 6. Yep, so it's brighter again because of the Holy Grail Wizard. So let's just counterbalance it with the exposure. It's interesting, like there's a line right there. Is it on the row? Yeah, it's kind of here. It's like there's a bluer area here. Not sure why. Yeah, let's push it more to yellow. Sometimes I go to like plus like 7,000, depending on the scene. We don't have a star yet, not a single star. Creating more contrast at this time looks always better. That's interesting, the color gradient we have in the blue here. I think that's natural. Yeah, it's definitely here on my raw image. Maybe it's the, I don't know, shadow or something. Next keyframe. Oh, this one is already dusk. Wow. Yeah, let's just wait for Lightroom. But we have stars. There it is. The stars are here. Let's see if I'm really well focused on the star. Yes, it's really sharp. So what I did, what is that? There's a little line. Maybe a satellite already? Doesn't look like a plane. What I did is I actually, usually it's like to focus on the stars if you started during the day is the easy way is to do on a plane. Just find a plane in the sky, just focus and don't touch your focus ring after this. The other method, so you say, the other technique is just you go infinity and then you go back a tiny bit and try to focus on something that is far away and it should be fine. I think on this one I did on a plane and then look at this, perfect. And yeah, if you do it on the plane, just check after this if it's close to infinity, which should be. Okay, so let's go back to the. I have a course. If you check the Timelapse Masterclass 2021, there's a Day to Night Astro Timelapse course. So go check it out on my website, emerictimelapse.com. A few more info on how to shoot a Day to Night Astro. Because I believe I was doing an interval ramping as well on this one. Let's see real quick. I started with a 7-second interval. Yeah, look at this. Oh, there's some missing frame here for some reason. And I went down to 30 seconds. Wow, it's keeping some frame for some reason. Not sure what happened. I don't think it's going to be visible. We'll see. I don't know why it's keeping some frame. What's up with Pro Timer? We'll see. Let's just go to the end and see how it looks like. I love it right now. So yeah, we had those lights right here, and nothing we can do. It's the hotel. That's the only thing. Otherwise, looks pretty good already. Yeah. Wow, the difference is uncanny. Let's go to the next one. We should see the stars pretty well in that one. Yes. Yes, this thing. I might do a filter for that one. Can I remove? Maybe I can start the filter on the frame before. So I can take this one, for example. Okay. And then just remove some, where's highlights? Highlights here. Maybe the whites too. Not too much. Okay. Wait. Alright. Let's just copy again. So we have the mask on the next one. So now that we have the stars, oh wow. Okay, so we went to oh, ISO 100, ISO 2000 in 2 keyframes. But yeah, you know, like I said before, there's like 20 minutes between those 2 keyframes pretty much. So that makes sense in a way. But let's just go in the noise reduction. I'm going to push it to just 50, not much. Okay, because again, we have neat video. It's already much better, so if I remove it, Yeah, look at this. The difference is so much better. I'm sorry. And then I can do maybe a new mask to make sure. Look at all those stars. Damn. So good. So good. Honestly, it turns out even better again than expected. Okay, done. So let's go back. I'm going to first do a overall correction on the image. Okay. Let's see. Should we go to something more blue, green? It's kind of tough because we have the yellow lights at the bottom. The blue is really saturated too. I think I can desaturate some yellow and orange at the bottom here. And maybe change the luminance. Would that help a little bit? A little bit. Just a little bit. It's very orange on the left, huh? Okay, it's a bit better, and then now we can go back to our mask, and maybe I can, let's see if I, it doesn't make a big difference here. Maybe I can go on the exposure. Alright. And then now we can take our other mask, which is the stars, and try to push up and make the stars more vibrant. So the whites is good for this, the cloudy is good for this. And you can obviously play with the temperature if you want to just the sky. I think there's some high clouds right there. Yeah, there's high clouds. There's definitely a lot of stuff in the sky. That might be a satellite, because it's not blinking. Could be another satellite right there. There's a bit of grain right there. Let's move some shadows. But again, we have neat video on After Effects, so we'll be fine. Honestly, that looks really good. It might be too saturated overall, so let's remove some saturation right here. 20 looks pretty good. Yeah, 15. And there's a lot of purple. There's a bit of light pollution here, but honestly, nothing to worry about. It's not like Joshua Tree. Okay. All right. Next keyframe. Once we are full nighttime, beside the Milky Way, we should be pretty good. Yeah, the white balance is like crazy. It's pretty sharp. Did a good job on that one. But yeah, we have to change the white balance quite much here to go back to something a bit more blue. Oh wow, this is really bad right here. Not sure what is doing this. Oh yeah, it's probably the mask. So I think let's just go and then remove probably this mask here, because it's a bit too much here. Yeah, let's see, is it this mask doing? Damn. Good thing there's a mask. Yeah, I think it's the what is it, the whites maybe? I guess we're gonna have to keep those lights as it is. Highlights. Yeah. Okay. Let's give you more blue. That's gonna be a big white balance difference from the two keyframe. I think we can push up a bit the exposure. Yeah, this one is tricky. I think I'm gonna focus on the stars. I might focus on the star more. So I'm not gonna look at the foreground so much and just focus on the star, the sky, because that's what matters here. Yeah, I know that one will be tricky to find between the lights here and the stars. At least the stars are sharp. Definitely some grain right there. What we can do is maybe add a bit of vignetting, kind of make it a bit dark on the side, not too much. Something like this. Still a beautiful time lapse though. Yeah, let's just call it. Let's go to the next one. It's too bad they keep those lights on. I think without those lights would have been really nice. The sky is nice though. Really, really sharp. Yeah, something like this. It's like creating some sort of green thing here. There's probably too much contrast with the colors. Let's see if I push it. Will that change or what? It helps a little bit. Putting more purplish. Purple in the shot. Alright, let's go back to our mask. Let's see what we can do here. Clarity. Oh, dehaze my. Everything contrast when you have a sky like this. Add more contrast, it'll make the stars pop. And then obviously the whites. Not the exposure too much. A bit, but I mean the stars looks great. Like, can't wait. Maybe a bit of texture as well. Like, it looks really sharp on my end. Alright, next one. Milky Way is only here like the last 3 frames. Yeah, April is not the best Milky Way season. Like, I think end of May, June, at least in the northern hemisphere, it's better for Milky Way because it's like, I think June is best because it's like rising just after sunset, so you get like all night long to shoot. I might go back to like Alabama Hills, which is like 4 hours from here, to kind of capture more stars in the Milky Way. Do some more videos. Honestly, it looks so good. I don't know how it looks on your side, guys, but for me it looks really good. And I don't mind those lights too much. And we have the shadows. There's some grain here that we will remove on Neat Video. That's no problem. Maybe you can push up those whites. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, not bad. Let's see if we should do something in our mask or what. A little bit. When in the Milky Way, I think on the next image, I will add a radial filter so I can kind of adjust the Milky Way on its own when it shows up. So what I'm going to do is go to the 12. Almost done with this time lapse. The Milky Way is going to rise right here. I think those are clouds too. So what I'm going to do is like select a radial filter, LRTimelapse created. So we have one here. Okay. And I'm going to make it the shape, more or less, the shape of the Milky Way. So it should be like this. I don't think we need such a big filter. Okay. So it's going to be rising this way. And I don't think we need the entire Milky Way. We'll just, and you want to have it ready without any settings to make it sure, you know, once the Milky Way is here, it's already ready to go, but with no settings. Because if your mask is right there with no settings, and on the next keyframe you move it here with settings, well, LRTimelapse is going to do the gradients between this first spot and the next one. So you'll see the mask moving on your time lapse. That's why you want to have the filter ready to go exactly where the Milky Way is going to be rising. Yeah, so maybe make it a bit more like this. We'll see. More or less. Doesn't have to be perfect for that one. And don't touch the settings. Done. Okay. Actually, I'm going to go back to that regular filter and see what we can do. I don't think we need to touch... honestly, I don't think we need to touch anything. Looks pretty good to me. Maybe there'll be more dehaze. Just a tiny bit. Honestly, it's not changing much. I don't know. I just feel like I have to touch stuff sometimes to make it like, you know, I'm doing something. Is the Milky Way here? Oh, we can see a little bit. You can see the top of the Milky Way. Just right here. Really not that much, eh? Okay. So the core of the Milky Way is coming. Yeah, I wish my cameras didn't give up that early. It's only at the end. Still looks good though. I like the blue sky. So let's see. So see the Milky Way, the core. This is the core you want to focus on. So let's just make it a bit smaller here. Okay, it's gonna be something like this. Feather, I think 50% should be good. It might be a bit too big. So let's make it a bit smaller. That's the way to go. Okay. And then I think we don't need to change the settings here because it's barely visible, but let's go to the next one. And then we should have the Milky Way. Barely, yeah. It's like it's on the left already. It's barely here, but we can see it a little bit. Hold on, let me like load the picture. There it is. Yeah, it's a bit grainy, but it's not bad. I think we might be able to utilize this filter. It's already there now. Okay, so let's see if I push up maybe a bit highlights in the whites. Yeah, already see it's pretty good. And then create some contrast. Yeah, the core of the Milky Way is a bit tough. Okay, that looks pretty good. The sky might be a bit too blue, so let's see if I just do an overall white balance, a bit more yellow. Yeah, it is. You obviously want to keep this blue, like, you know, blue means cold, night is cold, so that's what you want. You don't want your sky to be too blue, too green, you want a middle, too green or too purple, magenta. You gotta find the right balance for it. Oh yeah, we see the Milky Way really well on this one. It's too bad my camera died 10 seconds later. But that's how it is. I kind of want to invest in a Sony camera just for Astro. So here it is. The Milky Way. Looks good. Looks like a cloud of stars. There it is. I mean, a little bit, I guess. Kind of make it more visible. Too purple. The sky is too purple for me, so let's go back to the overall white balance. And that's too green. See, it's like one number can make the difference. What about 17? 17 is pretty good. Maybe 16. Okay. Let's see if I change the white balance, the blue a little bit. That looks pretty good, but then it's too green now. It's just a matter of finding something that you like. It's too green now. 20. Something you can do is like, okay, remember 30 minus 16? Push up the vibrance and the saturation to the max. So obviously that's too low. So you have a good idea of what the colors you really like. So then just find a perfect balance. Oh wow, we have to go more. Oh, I think something here should be good. Okay. And then just go back to, 30. And then minus 15. And boom, you have a perfectly exposed, perfectly colored Milky Way. So now you can just adjust it if you want a bit more blue, depending on your taste. I might go a bit more blue. Alright, that looks pretty good. Damn, the last frame is kind of hard. I want to find something I like. 19. It's like when you change one, it becomes too blue, too purple, too magenta. I guess it's pretty good here. Alright, let's call it. Let's go back to other time lapse. Pretty happy with it. Still some work to do, some cleaning obviously, but I don't know why it's missing frames there. Hopefully it's not going to be visible. Alright, auto transition. It might take a while on this one. Well, the chat has been quiet for a while. What are you guys up to? Good thing I'm pretty comfortable with talking. But let me know if you have questions with Astro or whatever. And then after this time lapse, I think I'm just gonna call it for the day. It's pretty fun though. Edited 3 time lapses of Monument Valley. Such a fun playground. How do you recommend if you guys are doing a road trip in Utah or Arizona? Oh, I was already doing it. Oops. That's a lot of curves. Alright, here it is. It's going to take a while on this one. Okay, let's go back to me. Yeah. I mean, I think I'm going to end the live here. Not a lot of questions in the chat, but that's okay. So since like now we're just waiting, I think I'm pretty much done with editing, so I might just stop the live stream here. It was pretty nice, pretty fun though. Thanks a lot guys for joining, whoever stayed from the beginning. It's been an hour and 40 minutes already though, so it's pretty good. And yeah, just follow me on Instagram at @EmericTimelapse. You'll see, if you want to see those time lapses I've edited. Check my webinar coming this Sunday, how to make passive income. We already have so much information you're gonna like to sell faster and, you know, start selling your time lapses, because it's nice to make money from your time lapses, I guess. That's what we do. It's our business. Let's see. So yeah, thanks so much for watching guys. Check my courses if you want on my website, EmericTimelapse.com. It was a pleasure, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.